Hello. Let me adjust my volume and hi. Yes, yes. Good afternoon. Thank you for having me. Okay, well, my name is Christine Gooden. My company is called Market Square. It's a full service marketing agency. Some of what we do is ad production, ad management. We do PR. We do social media management. We also dabble in ad creation, such as visual ads and also radio ads. What else? Oh, rebranding. That's a big part of our portfolio. Rebranding of products that are already on the market, but we try to improve the packaging for our clients. And one of the clients we're currently working with to do that for is Rick Sari, which is a locally owned manufacturing company. Yeah. Oh, your packaging is what sells your product with the first glance. It's appealing to the person's eye. It's either they want to pick it up because the color, the font, what it says on the packaging, if it's and minimalistic. Some people really like that for certain products, and then there are other products where people love to see a lot of colors and things like that. So packaging is important, and more so for the local companies. Why I say packaging is very, very important is to compete with the foreign products that are normally imported and on the shelves. Uh, Customers and human behavior pattern, we tend to just like what looks pretty. So we gravitate to what looks pretty. It's just, we can't blame people. It's human nature. That's just what happens. So in order to have something that can stand up and can represent well and can really stand out of all of the products you might find on a shelf, it's good to have really, really good packaging that would really capture its audience. And also, if you want to have your products exported on the international market, your packaging is also very important. Why did I get into the business? Okay. Well, Market Square started because I was not happy where I was, my previous job. And I was not happy simply because the things I wanted to do and the things I thought was necessary within the advertising industry and marketing industry, I couldn't do that in the company I was attached to. I had to get out of that and start my own company to bring those ideas to life. And I always wanted to get it. I always wanted to get into business. I always had ambitions of becoming an entrepreneur. But circumstances just kept me in a certain position for longer than I would have wanted. And then when I realized that I can do this, I can really um, bring something new and something fresh to the Guyanese market in terms of marketing and advertising. And I can really use this platform to channel all of my creative ideas and the things that I envision for businesses and companies. And you know what? Worst case scenario, if it doesn't work out, but I wasn't planning on it not working out, but worst case scenario, I will probably just have to go back to a 9 to 5. But I'm happy to say that 2 years later, I'm still here. And I know that I'll be here for probably another 20, 30 years. Yeah. Pardon me? Um, to be quite honest, there really wasn't a light bulb or anything that went off that made me. I just always knew that if I put my mind to getting something done, and knowing my work ethic and knowing the way I am and how passionate I am about getting things done, that once I got my foot into the door, there was nothing that was going to stop me. And it just really just grew from there. They say one step after the other, and things just happened by gradually working and being persistent and believing in yourself. And pardon? Oh, oh, my first major client or my first client?
You know what? Let's go with let's go with your first client, and then
Okay.
we go to your first major client. That's fine.
All right. Well, my first client was a company called Cloud9 Inc. And what they specialize in is lighting effects for parties, for clubs, for restaurants, bars, etc. And they were. I actually have the check.
You
I'm
do?
looking up at it. I'm looking up at it because what I did, I scanned that check and I framed it. I'm talking to you and I'm looking at it, and that was because it was just an occasion. I was like, this is going to be a constant reminder of the first person that believed in Market Square, and also the first opportunity we got to show what we could do. And so that was the first client. And my biggest client to date would have to be Ricks and Sari because of the various things we do for them. We not only do rebranding, but we do a lot of marketing campaigns for their products and services. We also do a lot of branding for their products and services and social media management. We are the ones that take care of their social media presence.
How did this happen? This Ricks and Sari deal?
Oh, well, networking, because actually one of the directors, he is a friend of mine. And, I told him, I said, I have this.
Hold a second. Hold a second. Is my voice still inaudible? I'm
No,
asking.
I'm hearing you well
You're
now.
hearing me. No, but the
Yeah,
chat room, they weren't hearing me before, and I know it's because the mic wasn't probably on.
yeah, I'm hearing you better now.
Let me just check with my people first.
Okay.
So, yes, you're telling us about Ricks and Sari.
Yes. So how that happened was through networking, knowing my friend who is the director or one of the directors of the company, and it's a family-owned company. His mom and a few other persons they run the board, and he is part of it. So he knew that I had the company, and first he approached us to just do a small project, which was just to get some printing, some branding and printing done. And he was very happy. And then we moved on to actually creating a social media presence for them. And then when that was completed, they retained us. And from that grew into us rebranding their packaged products and their bottled products. So right now we've rebranded 4 of their packet products: the all-purpose seasoning, the Chinese spice, the chicken seasoning, and the fried rice
Do you
seasoning.
have any samples?
Unfortunately, do I have any there? In the file? No, no, no.
While you're getting that,
I don't think I have any of those because those went straight out when they got the pack. I have those, but they will be on my Facebook page. They'll be on the Market Square Facebook page. I have images of it there. But what I do have is some other branding that we did for them. And but the other branding we did was the pepper sauce and the green seasoning, the bottle, but that's not out on the market as yet, so I can't show that images yet because it's approved and it's in the process of getting out to the shelf, so I
okay.
can't show the public that until it's out. So
Or
this is just a little bit. This was one poster that we did going to the shops and the supermarkets to highlight the Chinese sauce.
wow.
And this is another poster we did for the curry, the Ricks and Sari curry. This also went into the shops and the supermarkets. At the bottom, we just stuck in all the other packet items that they manufactured Ricks and Sari. But the main emphasis was on the curry, but we used the opportunity to also highlight a couple of all of their packet products.
And it's obvious then that you have good printers in Guyana.
Oh yes we do. Yes we do. That's not a problem. And this is a shelf talker we did because we were doing a campaign for the curry again.
Yes.
We did a shelf talker to go into the shelves of the supermarkets and the shops around countrywide.
How does a client, or how do customers find you?
You know what? From the inception, we've been so lucky to be referred via word of mouth references. A lot of people who've come to us, I would say 80% of our clientele that has come to us because they've heard of us from another client who's been really happy, or a friend or a family member who would be like, there's Market Square, they do this or that. And then the other 20% will come from our social media presence. People will see the page and they'll give us a message. And also LinkedIn. I've gotten a couple of clients off of LinkedIn. People will be like, I saw your profile, I'm interested in X, Y, and Z, and we'll start to email back and forth, and it works that way too.
What excites you about your business?
That I get to do different things every single day. It's not monotonous and it's not a drag. And every day we get to think of great new and interesting concepts and sharing those with our clients and seeing the excitement that they have also. And what gives us even more gratification is when we get wonderful feedback. Mm-hmm. When they say the product has done excellent, the product hit the shelves, and we were sold out, or the promotion was really well received.
How can the government? I think your connection is going. Let me take a break while you get that fixed. Jamana de unasawa. All right.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. That's okay. We listen. We cannot complain. You're coming in from Guyana, and so we are fortunate that we're having such good connection.
Yeah.
We're getting some background noise.
Oh, sorry. I think July just went through the door, so perhaps that's what it was.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So after being in business for a while, what encourages you to continue?
What encourages me to continue? I mean, if I don't do it, then what? I think it's purpose. I think it's having purpose, a sense of purpose, and this is my calling, and this is what I should be doing, and everything tells me that this is what I should be doing, and I shouldn't give up, because I am barely 2 years old, and in entrepreneur years, that's like being 10 years old, because a lot of startup companies barely make it past their first year. So for me, this is a great position to say, hey, my company celebrated 2 years. And especially operating in such a small market as Guyana, where the client base is very small. We don't have a ton of people to work with. It's good. And I really just find it being, there's no reason why I shouldn't be doing it.
Where do you see your company in 5 years?
In 5 years, I would really like to be in a position where I am employing more people, because I believe the purpose of having a business is to create employment. It's for social good. It's to assist your economy, the growth of your country, and everything. I don't think getting into business is to be selfish or just for your purpose or your benefits. Mm-hmm. So in 5 years, I would really love to see Market Square in a position where I can have at least 3 full-time staff, and perhaps having 5 to 6 interns pass through per year, where they can learn and gain valuable work experience.
Mm-hmm. How can the government or even the private sector help you to get to the next level?
In terms of the government, I think they need to liaison um, better with the smaller businesses that are established and see what services they can provide and try to not make it very difficult for us to get in the door when contracts or tenders are being given out, not to just
What does that
push.
look like? Tell us, what does that difficulty look like?
For small businesses,
Yes.
oh, it's really really hard to get in the door. I mean, to be honest, once you would have been established, or if you have a friend, and I'm being very honest. I mean, I'm not even going to kid anybody. If you're a buddy or pals and you're way up there in the higher echelons and you're running with the right crowd and your business has been around for 60 years and you're still using dinosaur technology, you're still going to get hired. And we're here. We're fresh. We're brand new. We're excited to work. We're passionate about what we do, but we just looked over. And I think that now that we have a new administration, I really hope to see a difference in that.
So if you had the ear of the Minister of Business and perhaps even the President, what would you say to them?
Well, okay. If I can highlight that, I know that one of a friend of mine who's also an entrepreneur, he did some work for the government recently through Ministry of Business, through Minister Gaskin, and I was happy to see that he was able to showcase his talents via, I think it was the Business Expo, if I'm correct, Juby. I think it was the Business Expo, and he played a part in that project. So that was really good to see. But if I were to talk to our president, I mean, I would say to him, because I noticed there's a lot of talk in the media right now where they want to push entrepreneurship and they're asking young people to get into businesses. But I will say, while you're asking us to get into businesses, you have to create opportunities so that we can showcase and earn from the services we're offering or the products we're offering. We just can't be encouraged to establish businesses, but then we're not given the opportunity to work.
When you get together with your colleagues, other young business persons, and so on, what are some things you discuss among yourself? You believe that some changes you believe that are critical to your survival and growth in business.
Number one would be not having this preferential treatment given to persons who are well established or connected via friendships or other relationships. That's like a top one. For me, the other one would be being given opportunities based off of your famous last name, because that happens a lot. If you have a famous last name, chances are you're going to get what someone who is just as worthy will probably be looked over. And you can't blame someone. I don't have a famous last name, but sure as hell, I can do really good work. And I would like to be seen as someone who can do really good work. So that's another thing that grinds my gears. And another thing I think we discussed is there is a little bit of disparity with how women are viewed and men are viewed. I mean, that's across the entire world, where women are seen as, less worthy of opportunities versus our male counterparts. So that's another frustration. And it happens back home here. If you're aware, you will know that you will be looked over because of your sex.
Let me go to the chat room. Nicholas said, "Hello, Christine. I would like to say big ups for your venture. On my last couple of trips in Guyana, I realized there is a huge gap in the marketing industry in Guyana. Keep it up." Nicholas, again, what does Christine enjoy most about marketing and the marketing process?
What is the last question?
What do you enjoy most about marketing and the marketing process?
Oh, I really enjoy the creative process. I really enjoy coming up with storyboards and the marketing copywriting and the script writing and bringing ideas to life and seeing it all unfold and seeing, again, my clients benefiting from excellent marketing strategies. That's what I enjoy the most.
I'll ask you this question as I asked Delight. How do you measure success?
Oh, I measure success by seeing other people succeed who are around me. So I would say success for me would be I have my company and I can offer opportunities to others. I can create jobs for others. I can do social good. That for me is success. It's not necessarily how much money I can make. It's truly about what impact I can have on society or on my peers or the women around me. That truly is what success means to me.
Which books are or who motivates you in business?
Who motivates me in business? I would say I have a few people that I would, read their story and try to get a sense of how they got to the positions they're in. But I think my mom, I would say, is my greatest motivation because she is also an entrepreneur. She's a seamstress. She's been doing this for almost 15 years, self-employed. And to see how she operates. She's a very, very hard worker. She is, you know, very talented and she really pushes and she gets out there. And although her industry is very small and it's not that big of a demand anymore, she still wakes up every day and she goes out there and she's like, this is what I do and this is what I gotta get done. So I think that's probably the person who inspires me the most.
What gets you out of your bed every day to do what you
Purpose.
do? Purpose.
I have purpose. I am here for a reason. I know that I'm here for a reason, and there's so much that I have to do. I get up every single day because I have purpose.
How important is mindset? Um, or let me rephrase it this way. How do you think your mindset has, or do you think your mindset has anything to do with your success?
Yes. Yes, your psyche has a lot to do with if you're going to be successful or not. Because there are many days when I can just let the negativity and when business isn't going that well get to me and I can choke and I can be like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. But you just have to you have to bob and weave and pivot and just move as the waves take you and try not to lose balance and work at it every single day. You have to believe in yourself so much and you have to have purpose and you have to know that what you're doing is for a greater good. So I mean, things can really really go bad. It can really make you think I don't want to do this anymore, but you just have to really really believe in yourself and keep going and growing from strength to strength. And I tell people entrepreneurship is really, really hard. It's probably one of the most difficult things you'll ever do. There is no perfect way. You have to make your own way. You have to break the rules, bend the rules to suit your business or your whatever it is that you're doing. So it can really get difficult and it can really become very stressful, not only on yourself, but your family, your relationships.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to know that when you get into this is what you signed up for.
And in the chat room, Nicholas said, well said. Sorry, Michelle said, sounds like the good old boy network. Shake my head. Nicholas, well said, well said. The women of Guyana have to unite. They are the greatest force for potential change. Young women like Christine, Delight, etc. need to come together. I don't know where this echo is coming from. And Nicholas said again, once united, the force will be unmutable. Michelle, I like her desire to help others. Sounds like a social entrepreneur. Nicholas, speaking patois, nothing. Nicholas, you're not gonna tie up my tongue to me. Write English, buddy. Next one, better people in Guyana realize that is the better off the place will become. Esther Jubilante is so eloquent. Really enjoying this. Um, Christine,
Yes.
this is the part of the segments that I don't like when we have to say goodbye. But but you're gonna hold on for a while after Juby's segment, right?
Sure, I'll be here.
All right. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.